Hello everyone. Continuously to talk about the exposure equipment. Today we will see the projection mode exposure equipment for lithography. The projection exposure structure is like this. We use the reticle here, and we use the UV light to project the pattern of the reticle to the substrate, and you can see the project mode can let reticle pattern be smaller to the substrate. You can see in this case we use the reticle pattern 5 times big than the real pattern on the substrate. So the reticle 5 times and the real pattern 1 time. This we call the projection exposure. Due to that, we use the reticle pattern big size, and the substrate pattern would be smaller size. Commercial or actually in fab, we use the ratio about 5:1 scale or 4:1 scale. There is a 10:1 scale, but very few fab to use it due to the cost and throughput. So the reticle and the actual pattern we need on the substrate is the ratio we often used, 5:1 or 4:1. The benefit of the projection mode exposure like this. There is a particle on the reticle. The particle this size, but through the projection expose, the particle will be mini size particle pattern to the substrate. So the particle is a bad noise. We let the particle issue minimize. It's a big benefit. Another benefit is let the pattern smaller. You see, the projection exposure let the pattern be smaller. The pattern smaller and be integrated. That's what we want in IC. The integrated circuit. And we also have the better resolution. In fact, the same meaning. We want the wire, the gate wire smaller. Use this projection mode. Due to it, we used stapler and scanner equipment to execute it to exposure. By their superior machine capability, it can improve the throughput. Because you see this, you want to exposure a whole subject, you need to do exposure action many times. One time is just one die. You need to do it many times on one subject. But the one-to-one scale, you do the exposure process just one time. So we need to improve the throughput. We need a high efficiency and a high speed machine to execute light, just stapler and scanner. But the equipment costs much more than before. For the complex hardware, just the alignment assembly, labeling assembly, including the specialized tools and so on. Let the exposure equipment cost more and more. Okay, that's all. See you next time.